This is Svend from Baest, and you're listening to the Dan Chan Show.
So I've got Svend, guitarist from Baest, with me tonight. How's it going, mate?
It's all good. We're getting ready to release this record today and going on the road. We've been on the road for the last 10 days, and we have a couple more festivals this season. So all good.
Perfect. Let's get into that. But first off, whereabouts are you at the moment?
I'm actually at home.
Yeah.
Right now, waiting to go play.
Yeah, nice.
Our release show in Copenhagen.
Nice.
And it's way too small, that venue, so it's going to be probably and hopefully chaos in the streets.
Love it. I love those kind of gigs, mate. And how's summer been so far for you? What's the weather like in Denmark?
Oh, it's different. Tonight it's raining, but last week it was 28 degrees.
Right.
And that's basically how it is with Denmark. It's back and forth.
That's half the reason I left the UK, mate, because you can never count on the summer in Northern Europe, right?
Not at all. You're going to have to leave if you want accountability.
Exactly. So let's get into it. Your new album, Colossus, is out now. 42 minutes of some pretty awesome stuff. How good is it to get this out?
It's really, really good. It's been a very long and very different process of doing.
Perfect. Because I was going to ask you, tell me about the process. Tell me what's been happening, how the difference between the last album to this and what's been happening. Let's go.
This one, we basically started writing this one right after releasing the EP Justitia.
Yeah.
And on that EP, we have some traditional heavy metal riffs for the first time, and we really liked that.
Yeah.
Really, really different. We have never tried it before, but it ended up being a fan favorite, and it ended up being a band favorite, that song, Ecclesia.
Right, yeah. Especially.
And then we started writing the new record, doing our death metal stuff as we usually do, and we enjoyed it. But then we found that Lasse and I kept bringing more and more Judas Priest or Ozzy riffs and all those.
Exactly.
And finally,
these singles, man, it's full of like that kind of like AC/DC vibe going on. It's so cool.
Exactly. So we had to, at some point, address the elephant in the room. That's like, what the fuck are we going to do with these riffs and what's happening? And we found that we just have to embrace it and make it a part of the sound. And that's a scary thing, and it's a scary change, and it's a difficult one because we don't know how to do it.
Right.
So that's why the process has been long. Some singles have been out since last year.
Yeah.
And that's because we thought we were finished, and then basically the label and the band found out that we weren't finished.
Right.
So Chantrey Media was actually like, are you sure that this is the done album? Because we feel that you could do some more, and we feel that you're taking a big turn.
Yeah.
And we think if you're taking this turn, then please take it all the way instead of...
dabbling. Yeah.
Exactly. And then, of course, we were disappointed and mad that our album wasn't received as a done one. But then, 2 days later in the rehearsal, we found that they were right.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Never happened before. So then we had to go to work again. And
how easy was it to have that feedback from the label when you considered it literally in the can and handed over, for them to go, you know what, we need to go down a different route? How did that feel?
It was like, getting knocked back to zero in some ways, because, doing an album, recording it while touring, while having a day job and all that is really tough. And I think we got lost in that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta put a lid on projects to be able to do the next thing, so
sure.
We have to finish it so we can prepare for this tour.
Sure.
That we got lost in that, and they were right when they told us that we feel that you have more to offer on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta swallow your pride, and you gotta look each other in the eyes, and they could also have said, they were saying, if this is what you've got and this is what you feel is done,
yeah,
we'll take it. And
it's yeah.
But we feel that there's more, and they were right.
I'm gonna say, how do you think they were? Do you think they were right? Do you think that at the time you were like, oh fucking hell, I've got to go back to the drawing board to a point? But do you feel like it was the best thing to do now?
I think so, yeah, because we we finished up some songs in different ways, and actually we wrote Stormbringer, the opener, just after this message.
Right.
So,
Okay.
we removed a couple tracks from the album, and then we brought some new stuff in, and that the Stormbringer is, the latest single, is one of the stronger songs we've ever done, I think.
So
and
looking at if you had a yin and yang, you had both albums, say one that was finished last year and this one now, how much better is it from the band's perspective now that you literally had to go back to the drawing board kind of thing?
I think it's way, 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 way better.
Wow.
I think we got to play it a lot, and we got to play a lot of the songs live without them being released.
Yeah.
We got to do a full US tour with new songs, unreleased, to see how the crowd reacts.
Sure.
We got to do, basically the album was now considered a big demo, not an album, and we got to keep working. And also, that whole decision relieved us of a lot of stress, because we already have some singles out, we have to release the album, it's the time is too far apart, and the label said don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure.
Do what you can, and we'll see how it ends up.
So going back to that then, is the themes the same? Is it still carrying the same kind of vibe as what you had originally to now? I mean, what are the themes on the album? What are the talking points, shall we say?
The themes lyrically, have been about tragedy and comedy, and that whole Greek thing on with Colossus and Stormbringer and all those kind of things. Simon, actually, for the first time, we're not doing a concept album. All the others have been concept albums, and there's been a pretty strict line of what's going to happen and what's going to be the result.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And we had no rules, we had no dogmas, we had no concepts.
Right.
So everyone was free to do what they could think of.
Was that a little bit more? Is that a bit more free thinking rather than have to follow like a story and a route through the album? Like a beginning and an end. If you've got like an album full of, say, just on standalone singles, was that an easier writing process?
I don't know if, for me personally, it wasn't easier, because I like to have a pretty strict
structure, right?
But I also have to acknowledge that my way of doing things aren't the right one,
right,
for everyone.
Sure.
And I think this different approach really brought out some cool stuff. For example, Depraved World, that ending track. What one big Iron Maiden Whitesnake mashup. It would never have been allowed in any of the earlier records.
No.
Don't like it just because it's not a part of the plan, and now there was no plan and there was no rules, so we're free to do what we like, and the only rule was that if everyone thinks it's fun, it's going on the album.
So obviously 4 singles. Have you had any pushback from fans and people reviewing it going, come on guys, this isn't you? Or have you had to kind of like put disclaimers out saying, look, we've moved on? What's the vibe been like so far? There's always going to be those YouTube comments that's like, this is shit, they don't like it, and it's not HM2, N-Tune, blah, blah. But there's been some of that, but it's mainly been people really enjoying it and being a bit excited about a new direction or something fresh. And I'm doing all these interviews, and the main thing I get from the reviewers are that it's exciting and it's something original, and it's fun. You can tell that for sure. Yeah, and we have so much fucking fun doing this one, and still being out on the road, and we're the same 5 guys for 10 years. And that's so cool.
So I haven't felt any pushback. But being a metal fan myself, I would be pretty annoyed if I heard Dokken riffs on the next Bloodbath album.
Right. Yeah.
So I can't be too harsh on those fans.
Do you think you'll appease them at the shows? Obviously, playing a set list full of tracks from 4 albums. You're not going to lose them at the shows, are you?
No, and I actually think if we play, for example, like a Meat Hook Massacre, which is full on blast beat, Madness, and then playing Misfortunate Son with a pretty 80s riff right after it.
Yeah.
For us, at least, that's a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
fun to be blasting for 6 minutes because you know, in just when this song is finished, I'm gonna rock out instead.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We're gonna clap and we're gonna, it's gonna be.
Yeah. It's a bit of chalk and cheese, as we say. You know, it's nice to have a bit of texture to a gig.
Yeah, and I think the whole what's it called, the whole dynamic of that kind of show is really upside down because the
Mm.
fans never know what's gonna happen. Are they gonna get
Yeah,
us to sing along
yeah,
now? Or are they gonna
yeah,
put us in the wall of death?
yeah. Yeah, I
But
like that. I like
everything
that.
is gonna happen, and
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
so much fun.
So you said five guys for the last 10 years. You know, let's have a bit of a history lesson, should we say, Svend? You know, I mean, what's the situation? Tell me how the band formed. You know, you chose on the direction that you went to originally, you know, and how you've evolved. How did you all start? Give me a little bit of a history lesson.
Yeah, man. Lasse and I we met in on a pub, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wearing a Death T-shirt. I think I was wearing an Entombed one or something.
It wasn't Left Hand Path, was it? I've been to that one in Copenhagen. You know, Left
No,
Hand Path. Yeah.
we're from Aarhus, so it's
Oh, which is further north. Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay.
But I knew who Lasse was. He went to school with my brother, and my brother is the manager and have been for 10 years.
Right.
But I met Lasse. We knew each other kind of. Found out we lived 200 meters from each other.
Yeah.
Both wanted to pick up the guitar after some years were with not playing.
Uh-huh.
Lasse knew Moody, so of course he should play the bass. I played with Sebastian, the drummer, in some other bands, and he's the best drummer I know.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible drummer. So of course he was on board, and then we were needing a vocalist, and I was bartending a heavy metal bar, and all of a sudden Simon showed up and started growling along to Opeth songs.
Right.
And we had the guy, and we met up in the summer of 15, had the first rehearsal October of 18, and no, October of 15.
Yeah.
And, then the gigs were on, and EPs were made, and records were made, and we just agreed on playing death metal, and we still do that, but with
the twist, exactly. So what about your influences from the start? What got you into it? I can obviously hear it. You can hear so much now on this record, but I mean, where do you tell me? I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, but go on.
You know, Lasse and Moody were basically the Maiden and Dio guys,
right?
Since childhood,
right?
And we had to listen to a lot of that. I'm more of a AC/DC, Metallica, Judas Priest kind of guy.
Yeah.
But obviously they fit really well together. But in the beginning, Lasse and I were listening to Carcass and Bloodbath, mainly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're doing those kind of things. Sebastian, our drummer, is a Rush guy. Rush, Dream Theater, early Lamb of God stuff.
Yeah. It's always good having a prog drummer, though. It's good.
It is. And he's
talent.
Yeah, he's so fucking good. And you know, actually, fun fact, Colossus, the track, it has the drum fill from In the Air Tonight. I don't know if you noticed.
I've not noticed. I'll have to listen back.
We recorded that song, and then we started playing it live, and he started doing do 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 do, and we had to go back and re-record the drums because we wanted that thing to be on the record.
That's so cool. Right, good fun fact. Listen out for that.
Yeah, but I don't know why it took us so long to get back into those old school influences, those original influences.
Mm-hmm.
But we did.
Right.
We had to branch out really far and deep into that death metal thing, and then to come back out and remember why it all started.
Yeah.
Depraved World is a riff from when Lasse was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he's had that riff lying around for 20 years.
Wow. Good God.
End of the Reverse, I wrote that when I was 15.
Wow.
So, you know, it's a full circle kind of.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So tell me about the Danish scene's quite vibrant, right? We've got bands like, and I've had these bands on the show. I've had Neckbreaker, Panzerkreis, Convent, Livless. You know, it's a tight-knit group, small country. It's a great scene. What's your opinion on it?
I think It's awesome. We have Jotun as well, who's on Metal
Yeah,
Break.
your turn. I've had they've been on the show as well. Yeah. I've had those guys.
Great guys.
Got
We
those.
played with them like the first kind of Wagen metal battle tour we did in 16
Yeah,
with the Jotun.
your turn. Yeah,
So I think everyone is really doing good and everyone is really fighting. And, that means everyone pushes it.
yeah.
And every time someone gets a great gig or a great contract or a great tour, all the other bands really start to push even more because,
Really. So yeah,
it's happening for those.
competitive,
Yeah.
competitive. Yeah, that's
In a
awesome.
nice way because we're all friends.
That's it.
Because it's such a small place,
Yeah.
know each other, and
Yeah, that's
it's,
awesome.
it's awesome.
So tell me about the shows. You're quite prolific doing the gigs. Obviously, you were on tour with amazing tour in North America with Arch Enemy, weren't you? I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. How many shows was that?
24, I
Wow.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the biggest and the best tour we've ever done.
amazing, of course. And what's on the agenda? What's happening to back this awesome album up? What's happening?
We have this whole festival tour, which is growing pretty big and pretty long. And then
Yeah.
in the spring, we have a big UK
Yeah.
thing I cannot tell you anything about yet, but
Okay.
it's going to be big and it's going to be awesome.
Is it you or are you supporting?
We're actually going to be supporting,
Interesting.
but
Okay.
hitting more UK towns than we've ever done before.
Amazing.
And some headlining tours next year. We've got some more support tours next year.
Great.
Yeah, so a lot of touring and a lot of playing live, but that's our thing. I think we're a live band. You can't really.
Yeah, 100%. And I was going to say, what do you prefer, studio or stage?
Stay.
Where do you get kicks on stage?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that why you do music?
exactly.
Yeah. Why?
That's I think it's a timeless place kind of. You go up there and you let go of all of it. And for
Yeah.
me, I'm lucky to be playing with my four best friends,
Mates. Yeah.
and they have been my mates for my whole grown up life.
That's
Always
great.
been doing Baest, and that's we let loose and we kick it off, and we have so much fun. If there's 5 persons in the crowd, or if there's
Yeah.
we just played 15,000 at Alcatraz,
Yeah.
and we just have so much fucking fun. And
Who- Which
that's
band have you played with on a festival or something? You've been like, fucking hell, I can't believe I'm playing on the same stage as. Have you had that moment yet?
we played South of Heaven in the Netherlands, and we were opening the big stage, so it was pretty fucking early.
Early, yeah.
When we arrived, Accept was doing their sound check and getting prepared,
Yeah.
closing that stage.
Yeah.
I got to go watch the guitars of the guys, and that was pretty insane.
That's
but
cool.
when we played the big stage on Copenhagen in 22,
Yeah.
and Maiden just played that stage, and Kiss played the stage the night
Yeah.
before.
Wow.
And that was that was incredible.
That's awesome. What's a bass show like? From your perspective.
Sing along, clap along, and walls of death.
Yeah. That's what fans want, man.
That's what I want, at least.
That's what exactly. That goes back. Do you write? It's a question I sometimes ask if you're ready to answer it, but do you write music from a fan's perspective, like, oh, I know what I would want to listen to? Do you know, or do you not consider that?
Every riff is like, if I feel that I'm doing something that I'm gonna really like and that I'm gonna enjoy to play, I'm gonna present it to the guys.
Yeah.
And sometimes when Lasse played that Depraved World riff, I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be, oh my god, I want to listen to it more, and I want to play it. Sometimes I don't want to play it because I want to watch someone play that song.
Yeah.
That sounds very arrogant, and it is not. But maybe from a fan's perspective, we're all heavy metal fans, so we just have to do as
because in your world, a Baest gig doesn't exist because you can't watch it. It's like weird. Like, you can't see yourself live. I had that when I used to play gigs. I could never go to my band perform because I'm playing. You know what I mean? It's weird concept.
exactly. But I've never, since I was a kid, I've never watched a show like when I watch like live shit,
Mm.
in Purge with Metallica.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Always pictured myself playing or
yeah,
played.
yeah, yeah,
That's the whole. That's the whole dream.
yeah.
So getting to do that and then getting to incorporate those early influences
Sure, 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 sure.
is such a rich place to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think.
As a guitarist, are you always, I love asking guitarists this question. Are you always writing? Are you always humming into your phone? Are you driving down the road and you come up with something, or wake up in the middle of the night and you've got something in your head?
All the time.
Really? I
I
do that,
remember,
and I'm a drummer, and I come up with guitar riffs. I'm not even a guitarist.
but you can't turn it off. I remember King of the Sun. I had to get up in the middle of the night and go
Right,
play because I couldn't sleep and I couldn't find any rest because I had that idea and I didn't want to forget it.
right.
You know, Sometimes it goes into overdrive.
Mm.
Some sort of a
You can't switch off.
exactly. So you
Mm.
have to write it, and then at some point in that process, I have to show it to Lasse or to the other guys,
Mm.
and we have to finish some sort of demo for that song, so I can let it rest
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
because it gets cramped,
You
and then
breathe a bit. Yeah,
yeah,
I get it. I get it. Now I've got some fun questions. You ready for this?
yes.
Okay, man. What's one thing everyone should try at least once?
Playing a heavy metal show.
Okay, good. If you could know the truth to one question, what question would it be?
Uh, what do I do next?
Okay. What would your autobiography be called?
Uh, my personal one. I have no idea. Um, wow, that's a tough one. What
Okay.
would it be called?
You can come back to that or forget it. It's not a problem. Let's let's
I have no idea. There's
let's
so many things happening.
Okay, if you could steal credit for any piece of art, song, film, book from history, what would you steal the credit for?
Ooh, I would steal the credit for that whole White Snake album,
Which
19,
one? No, really?
the white one,
Yeah?
1984.
Yeah, yeah. Why?
No, that's also a lie. I would completely be stealing the credits from Thin Lizzy Black Rose
Oh,
because
really?
that's the greatest rock album of all times, I think.
Good enough for me. If you could choose one song, I'm interested to see what your answer will be to this. If you could choose one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what track would it be?
1985 by Kvelertak.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
because it showcases rock and roll, it showcases punk rock, and it showcases extreme metal in some sort.
Interesting. Okay, what is your unpopular musical opinion?
Nirvana sucks.
Nirvana sucks. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Should non-metalheads wear metal t-shirts?
Yes,
Why?
it's because metal bands have the greatest designs of all time.
Good answer. What would your death row meal be?
Ooh. You know those the kind of the tough cheeses, the cheeses that are
Oh yeah,
crystallized and
yeah,
break.
yeah.
Like one of those and a great the big tall pints.
Oh, really? That's it.
Oh, and a pie, probably a steak and ale pie.
Oh,
Yeah,
very English. I love it. I love it.
yeah.
So you've done a lot of traveling, a lot of touring. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened on the road to you guys?
Oh man, there's so many,
Just
so many.
one top of your head, first thing.
Oh, first thing. Oh dear, I can't remember. Yeah, I think we got into a tour bus party with the Christian guys.
Right. Yeah.
Three brothers from hell,
Yeah.
pretty big, pretty intimidating, pretty brutal guys, and that whole party was CC Top and Rush,
Really?
and basically hugging it out, singing and crying.
Brilliant.
That tour moment was precious.
I love it. I love it. What three words describe the band the best?
Fun, havoc, and pints.
What one bass track sums the band up the best?
Mm, I think I might have to go with the Depraved World, actually.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, because it has that whole childish kid melody stuff, and still the pretty brutal in between pieces,
Yeah.
and also tongue in cheek
Yeah.
decisions were made.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
With it. Are we allowed to play this melody? Because this melody sounds like it should be played on a flute, and we have to be like, we have to do it because if no one does it,
Yeah. Exactly.
it has to be us.
Exactly.
That whole fun aspect of it, I
What's
think.
on what's on the bucket list for the band? What do you still you've achieved so much in 10 years? What do you still feel like you want to do or achieve?
We wanna, of course, there's like touring Australia and touring
Right.
Japan.
Yeah.
South America, I really want to go to because it looks insane.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Shows. Um, but it's always open for us because everything we want to do, we've been trying and we've been accomplishing some like personal big things.
Yeah.
And yeah, we wanna do more. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
play
Awesome.
more. We still want to do it, and
Yeah.
we already writing the next album. I think we have
Yeah.
4 songs that are pretty much done,
Naturally.
and
Yeah.
it's in a good way. It's
Yeah.
not like because we're
Of
Russian,
course. No.
but we can't help it.
Can't
So
help it. Right.
bucket list. We just want to do more. I think
Yeah. Nice. Now, last question. What's your most used emoji in your phone?
it's the one crying a lot, like the heavy crying.
But the laughing. Oh, the heavy crying.
The heavy crying
It's
because
quite dramatic.
no, because my brother, our manager, and my twin sister, they have small kids, and they keep sending me stuff with all the cute things they're doing.
All right.
And Simon just had a daughter, our singer,
Yeah.
and he does the same.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
there's a lot of cute family stuff happening in the Baest world.
Nice. That's nice, nice, nice. Well, listen, Sven, thank you so much for the chat. Good luck with the tour. Good luck with this awesome album, and hope to see you on the road. Maybe you get to Barcelona next year or sometime.
I think it's in the pipeline actually with Barcelona. So yeah, let us know if you need a spot on the guest list.
I'll be there, mate. Thanks so much.
Thank you.